So, welcome to the Lake District. We're actually in Lake District now rather than in Yorkshire Dales. Interesting experience so far. You might have noticed in either this video, I can't remember whether it's going to be this video or the last video, I beeped out the name of the hotel we're staying in. I wasn't planning on doing that, but it's, yeah. Just checking there's nothing with the name. So we had a lovely day. We left the Malabar and headed sort of over Shap down through the north of the lakes. Beautiful drive. Actually, considering that the weather was meant to be pretty awful, clouds were pretty low, but we got some beautiful scenery on the way through. It was not a great day for photography, but we got some nice shots and saw some beautiful things. Went over the Kirkstone Pass, which is just a monumentally beautiful drive. And then we went to Windermere Village, and had a fantastic lunch at Home Ground. I didn't take my camera with me, but I took a few shots, and it was just with my phone, and it was good. I cannot recommend that place enough. I had the huevos rancheros, it was phenomenal, and then I had avocado on toast, and the coffee was fantastic. So cannot recommend that enough. Then it started raining pretty heavily, so we headed to the hotel. And yeah, this was one of the things that Emma said, that she was just a bit worried about Lake District hotels, that it is a bit hotel from a bygone era. If you've seen Fawlty Towers, you'll know what I mean. Yeah, you can't book a table for dinner. Based on whoever turns up first, but not for dinner, but who turns up to check into their room first. But then got into the room, there's no toilet paper, some damp in the corners of the room, and it smells a bit of smoke. So I went to just have a little chat and say, look, can we have some toilet paper? And by the way, you might want to be aware. It seemed like he wanted us to leave. I genuinely don't understand what was going on. Immediately his response was, well, I'll give you a full refund. I thought, but all I was doing was mentioning. It's like, well, I know that the inn at Grasmere definitely has rooms. I was thinking, no, that's not what I was saying. And so he suggested that we went to booking.com and tried to find somewhere else, but I don't want to have to go through the hassle of trying to actually find somewhere else to stay. And then when we went back, he said, well, just so you know, we don't do any reduction on room rates. Great, I wasn't asking for one. The good news is he's now given us 2 rolls of loo paper, so... and we're set, aren't we? She's just smiling in the background. I think she's finding it a little bit stressful. But yeah, no, the good news is we're off for dinner here shortly, so that'll be nice. Sure you don't want to go and find somewhere else for dinner? The good news is we're not going to be spending a lot of time in the hotel. I don't think I'm going to be doing any filming for these guys. But yeah, looking forward to tomorrow. The weather tomorrow looks like it's going to be much better, and we've got a real plan to go and explore quite a lot of the lakes. We're doing a lot of car photography, which is a technique I'm developing where you manage to shoot pictures without even leaving the car. And hopefully getting a few little walks and bits and pieces. So yeah, looking forward to tomorrow. But for now, let's go and work out what I'm going to do about dinner. Good morning. It's our last day in the lakes in Cumbria. And there's actually a bit of blue sky around. And some of it's disappeared now, but it was sunny this morning. We just had our last night in the Fawlty Towers Hotel. I have to say, they redeemed themselves slightly. I think the owner has an automatic response to believe that anybody that's making a complaint is actually just making a fuss. And so his immediate response is just to kind of try and reduce it. But he then went and saw the room and, gave us free dinner, which was nice. But yeah, yesterday morning breakfast was not a spectacular breakfast. Is that a fair way to say? Evie's very good. She's very good at pretending that she's not actually here. Was yesterday's breakfast a spectacular
breakfast?
Budget breakfast.
Yeah.
Okay. So yes, budget breakfast yesterday. But we had a great day yesterday, actually. What did we do? We went to the Lakes Distillery, which was beautiful. It was a great tour.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good tour. And their whiskey was lovely. I bought a bottle of their single malt because they're now producing their own single malt, so that was very nice. Which we got to try because that's always a bit of a worry when sort of with some English single malts, not quite sure what you're getting. So bought some of their single malt, which was good. Then we had a bit of an explore. We went over to Kirkstyle Inn. Now that was a good lunch. We only had sandwiches and soup, but it was in the most beautiful part of the lakes. It really was stunning. At the top of Crummock Water, we then sort of drove down Crummock Water down through Buttermere. We decided at one point to stop. This is why women live longer than men. We decided to have a little bit of a walk, and Emma went, no, it's too windy, too cold, I'm going back. So I went and I fell down. But I'm okay. I didn't get any footage of me falling down, sadly. That would have been... Emma would have laughed. Emma's humour extends almost principally to falling down and farting. She is a very sophisticated and educated woman, one of the best degrees in the country. But when it comes to humour, farting and falling down gets her every single time. Ideally, if somebody falls down because they fart... Would that be funny?
Yeah.
Yeah. So farting and falling down is hilarious. So I fell down, but it was very beautiful. I haven't been getting a huge amount of videography of various places, but I have been taking photographs. It's just that the light yesterday was very flat. We then went over to Buttermere and saw the lone tree. I do love a lone tree. That's now my third favourite lakeside lone tree. Where would we say that ranks? I think that's number 3 out of 3. And it's good.
I don't know what the second one is.
So, the one in Wales. There's the one in Scotland, at Loch Lomond. I can't remember. Malarkey Bay. Then there's the one in Wales that you haven't seen at Llyn Padarn. And then there's this one, Buttermere Lone Tree, which is very pretty, but has lost quite a lot of its branches, doesn't have a hugely tree-like shape. And then we did the most amazing drive up over the Honister Pass, which was just absolutely stunning. It was truly incredible. It was quite late at night. I met a couple of nice lads up at the top who are up from London doing a bit of an Instagram tour, it seems, just doing a bit of photographic tour. One of them has promised me he will send me a picture of my car, because I'm quite proud of this car at the moment. And that was it. We then had a long drive back in the dark and chilled out. And today, we're off to... Where are we off to today?
Wast Water.
Off to Wast Water, which is the deepest lake in England. It's 500 metres deep.
I think that's actually wrong. I think we interpreted that wrong. I think the distance from the top of the cliffs down to the bottom of the lake is 500 metres.
Okay.
But I think actually, I can't remember, I read it last night. I think actually the lake's about 50 metres deep, possibly. I don't know.
It's only 50 metres deep.
We'll check that.
It's a bit disappointing.
We'll check that.
Okay, we'll check that. But yeah, so that's our main plan today. We've got a couple of amazing passes to go over. But first, we elected to skip breakfast at the hotel. We made an excuse that we're going to go and meet people for breakfast. But we're going to go and meet Homeground for breakfast, which was where we had breakfast the other day. And I am so looking forward to that. So let's go have breakfast. So, just to butt in quickly, having got back and started editing this, I realised I haven't actually done an update on what we did. We drove over Hardknott Pass and Rhinos Pass, which was incredible. It was absolutely beautiful and yeah, quite an incredible drive. So basically went from Ambleside to Wast Water. But don't actually mention those passes. Everything else I think I covered, but just thought I'd drop that in here. So that's us done. We have finished the lakes. We are at the top of Honister Pass. We came back up here today. Yeah, I did do a catch up on what we'd already done yesterday and what we're going to do today. So yes, we came back up to Honister Pass, which, having done the drives we did earlier, and that was some of the best driving that I've ever experienced in my life. It was such good fun, proper mountain passes. Some places couldn't actually see the road in front of us as we were going. It was so steep. Which was scary rather than, well, it's always fun, but sometimes a little bit scary fun. But the car did us well and did us proud. Unfortunately, the weather sort of set in as we were coming back here, and it is now raining. So the beautiful sunlit hillsides that I wanted to get from the top here haven't materialised, but I did get some nice pictures because it was raining less than it was yesterday, and the wind was coming in the opposite direction. So the wind was coming from behind the camera rather than in front, which meant that the lens stayed a little bit cleaner. So we went over the mountain passes. We went to Wast Water and Wast Water Head. Don't know. And the inn up there had a fantastic lunch of jacket potatoes and lasagna. And then we had planned a little bit of a walk, but it's so cold and so windy. It is early March in the Lake District, so it's never going to be warm, but it's been absolutely amazing. We then did the least interesting bit of driving. So Wasdale Head is actually about 4 miles that way, but in order to get from there to here, you have to drive 30 miles around the big mountain because there's no road that goes over the top. And that was some of the least inspiring driving. There were some utterly dull-looking villages. I'm sure they're lovely to live in, and I'm sorry if you live in them. But it was less inspiring. It's nice to see the sea. And then we came up here, had a bit of a walk around, and now we're going home. So thank you very much for watching. I lost my train of thought. Thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe if you'd like to see more. The plan is that there will be some more campervan videos coming up. I've got a few in mind. And like if you like the video. So thank you. Bye bye.